Hi, I'm Kate and I'm here to Stormbreak with you. Today's Stormbreak is all about self-care. Self-care means taking care of yourself. It means we can recognise difficult feelings and we have ways of dealing with them. Sometimes we need to calm down and sometimes we need to take time out, and this activity shows us a way to stop and pause and choose how we want to react. Sometimes we can have so many thoughts in our mind, it's like a monkey swinging from one branch to another, and that's okay. And this activity just gives you a way of stopping and taking a breath between all of those crazy thoughts. So the activity is called Monkey Mind. You're just going to need a little bit of space, and I'm going to give you the name of an emotion or feeling. And when I do that, I want you to show me a movement that relates to that word. And think about your movement, think about your facial expression, and think about any noises that might go with that as well. And we'll do that movement for a little bit, and your movement might look completely different to mine, and that's okay. But then I'm going to tell you to freeze. And when I say freeze, I'm going to give you a different freezing position, or anchor as we call it, each time. So let's get some space and let's give it a go. Okay, so our first feeling or emotion is going to be anger. Now, have a think about something in the last few days that's made you feel angry, and think about a movement that could go with that word. Think about what your face might look like, and think about any noises you could make. And your freezing position for this one is going to be to stand tall and upright, one hand on your chest and one hand on your tummy. Okay, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Rah! 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 What does your anger look like? Rah! Rah! Mine is big, rah! And stompy, rah! It's very noisy, rah! And my face is not happy, is it? Rah! Rah! I feel like the Incredible Hulk, rah! Rah! Okay, and freeze. Now we'll take some nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And this freezing position is called our anchor. And imagine that you're out at sea on a boat and you throw the anchor over into the sea to help keep the boat stable. That's what you're doing here. It's your very own anchor. And we add the deep breaths to give ourselves some time, and we call this our breathing space. Okay, well done. Let's move on to our next feeling or emotion, and I think we'll go for worry. Okay, have a think about something that's made you feel worried. Think about a movement you could do. Think about a facial expression or a noise that could go with it. And your freezing position for this one is going to be standing still with your hands on your head. Okay, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. What does your worry look like? Mine are short, nervous movements. I'm quite quiet, a bit hunched over, and my face is not happy, is it? I look nervous, anxious. Okay, you ready to freeze? Here we go, and freeze. Hands on your head. That's it, add those deep breaths. Well done. Okay, let's move on to our next feeling or emotion. And this time we're going to do excited. Okay, here we go. Have a look, have a think about your excited movement, what that might look like. Your freezing position for this one, your anchor, is going to be to stand on one leg. Okay, so are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. What does your excited look like? Woohoo! Mine is big and springy and it's loud. Yeah! I feel like a coiled spring, really tight, and I could just explode. I'm so excited. I feel like Tigger. What does yours look like? Okay, get ready to freeze. Here it comes. And freeze. Up on one leg. Oh, that's quite tricky, isn't it? Keep going though, don't give up. Remember the deep breaths. Now swap legs. You might find it easier on the other foot, or you might find it harder. Well done. Excellent, well done. Now we've just moved from one emotion or feeling to another quite quickly, haven't we? And that's a bit like our everyday lives sometimes. We can have lots of different feelings all throughout the same day, and that's okay. Right, let's do our last one. And we're going to end with disappointment. Okay, so think about something that's made you feel a bit disappointed lately. Think about what your movement might look like, any noises you might make, and what your face might do. Okay, your freezing position for this one is to sit down on the floor. So, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. What does your disappointed look like? Mine is slow. There's lots of sighs. A bit hunched over. And my face does not look happy, does it? I look fed up and a bit miserable. Okay, now into your freezing position. Let's go. Sit down. Hand on your chest, hand on your belly, and let's do those deep breaths again. Well done. So we looked at 4 different emotions or feelings then. So now when this video's finished, why don't you do your own? Choose 4 different, completely different emotions and feelings and see if you can come up with a movement, a sound and a facial expression to go with each of those. But don't forget your anchor. You can choose any of those anchors that we've done today. Just remember to stop and pause between each of those feelings. Give yourself that breathing space. This is a great way to make ourselves feel better, to put ourselves first and to really look after ourselves. So thank you so much for storm breaking with me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.